Hello, everybody. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. Today is Saturday, which is April the 9th. And in this YouTube channel, I go over topics in regards to the paranormal, occult, supernatural. I speak on things such as UFOs, demonology, demons, angels, demons, spirit guides. I also discuss practices such as Wiccan, hoodoo, voodoo, belief systems such as Buddhism, Hinduism, to name a few. And so um, I am going to begin with my tarot card reading for today. I'd like to say that this YouTube presentation on spiritual sense is for entertainment purposes. That means that I don't go super probing in private into any one person's affairs and then presenting it here on this YouTube channel. So out of 10 readings, 3 to 4 times I say that I am spiritually guided. That means I may have a spirit from another side to step in to assist me with the reading, and it may be applicable to, myself, or it could be applicable to many of people. So if it just so happened to coincide with your life, then that may be by chance or even by happenstance. When you begin to work with spirits or spirituality, or work with spirit work, you will notice how serendipity and synchronicity go hand in hand in regards to working with the spirit. Okay, so I've already smudged my area, and let me proceed. I use white sage for those who need to would like to get off into smudging. Smudging is a practice that was done by ancient ancestors in the past, and to bring in good karma, good harmony, as such, and to eliminate from any dark forces or presences that may come against you. And so, as we know in this spiritual warfare, you are played with many things in life. That's life. Even if you do have some things to come against you, you won't be affected by it traumatically. Okay. So I do have the my pink quartz crystal. Now, the pink quartz as well as the clear quartz are going to be some of the most powerful quartzes that you may want to work with. Okay. So I have this here as well, and I typically burn herbs to assist with cleansing of the air. There are herbs out there that can protect you from evil eye, evil presences coming against you, any negative energy coming against you. It will protect you from that, and you will be in good harmony, peace, and solace. Okay. So I have smudged my cards. I smudged the area. I've said my prayer already off camera. And so I will proceed. Now, today I am working with the Secrets of the Tarot card today. And so I'm going to proceed with my Celtic Cross. Now, for those who may be new to listening in, the Celtic Cross is one of many spirits that you can use to gain insight, clarity, and understanding in regards to your reading. I particularly like the Celtic Cross because it's very informative. I have grown to be more prophetic in my tarot card reading by using the Celtic Cross, although there are other crosses, spreads, tarot card spreads that you can use. So when you begin to get into tarot card reading, it becomes your own. You could read the card verbatim, or it may be something that coincides with your thought by way of the spirit in regards to the card. Okay, so with card one, it's going to be on the situation, person, or some type of clarity or insight. Card two is going to be the obstacle or hindrance to whatever you're doing to read it on. Card three is what's above the situation, like what you're trying to get at or what is above that situation. Card four could be the reason or the root of the issue. Card five could be, card six, I should say. Get them mixed up. Six is in the past because you lay the cards this way. Six is going to be in the past of what's occurring. Card five is what's occurring or what's going on now. And I may have had those mixed up in the past, but I do know in relation to where they lie how to read it. So I may get those mixed up from time to time, but I do know what it is. Okay. Card 7 is the attitude. Card 8 is what's physically surrounding or what do you sense. Card 9 is hopes, fears, and dreams, and then card 10 is going to be the outcome. Okay. So we're going to proceed with the reading for today. And let me pull my cards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to proceed with Land of the Cards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So right now I have as card 1, I have the third eye chakra, if you can see that. Card 2, this is the hindrance or barrier right now. Card 3, I have moving on. Card 4, I have conflict and defeat. In the past, I have trapped in fear. And for card 5, I have firm foundation. So I feel as though this reading is applicable to someone possibly who has dealt with a death. And I'm going to say death in terms of perhaps a child or a baby, is what I'm going to say. I feel as though this is a common thing that, many people may be dealing with or will have to deal with, God forbid, knock on wood. That is not something that is easy for somebody to convey or to speak about. Sometimes with the grieving process, it will affect the mind. I feel as though this is a message to some persons, not just one, because I'm not going to say particularly a mother. This reading could go for a mother and a father, but I do feel as though it's a reading that I need to express. It's in reference to someone who has had some mental things to come against them, but by way of a death of a child, is what I show, like a death of a child, or even could be perhaps children. I do show that above this situation, because I do have the fertility card, which is the hindrance or obstacle. I feel as though this is something that has played this person and persons in regards of moving on, because I do have above the situation moving on card. So I feel as though this is confirmation to you in regards to that. The desires of the children or baby or whomever you lost that was a child wants you to not continue to feel self-pity, loathing, and living in agony and agony and depression. They want you to get up and live life. Some things are as they are. Some things are as they are, is what it wants me to let you know. Some things are as they are. It has happened. This is what I was here for. It's in essence, it would be harsh to tell somebody to get over the death of any family member or any death. That would be harsh for me to tell you that. But what I feel is that they want you to live your life. They want you to have some sense of serenity and closure, is what it lets me know. Like, tell him and tell her that things are okay. I need for you to have closure. Because if you continue to let it perpetuate yourself, you'll be over here as well. And many people just do desire to have that transition, but it's not your time. It's what they want it to be conveyed. So this message is applicable to many people who are out there who are self-loathing and self-pity and depressed. We do get, all the time. I'm not going to be one to sit here and tell you that, I don't get in my moods to my days where it's just like, oh my gosh. But you have to understand that there's things to be done here. Oftentimes when God calls his children to the other side, they are there to guide us and assist us. They're still around. You may not physically see them all the time. They may come to you in dreams, spirits. You have many people that tell you that spirits do not visit, spirits do not come around. That is a lie. They do. And so this message is to those who have lost loved ones, particularly children, over the course of the last few years. It could be even yesterday or 20 years ago, even 30 years ago. They want you to know that we are here with you. Don't feel empathy for us. Don't feel. They want you to live your life. Keep my vigil and my remembrance in honor. That's fine, but don't carry those negative emotions around with you to where you don't feel the need to move on and move forward in life. There's many things in this life experience that needs to be carried out and done. And so I do show that for card 4, conflict and defeat. This is the issue. They don't want you to feel defeated. They don't want you to feel like it's something you did wrong or didn't do wrong and things of that nature. It could be the case, but they don't want you to feel that way. They want you to live in this time and space, meaning focus on what's going on in this time and space as we know it, because there's still things in that realm that needs to be done in the physical, natural realm of it all. Card 5, firm foundation. They want you to remain stable. Don't let it affect your mind. We are here to assist you and guide you on the other side. They said when you become trapped, that's when that energy will come back, because they can sense and see that you are stuck in time, like you are stuck in time. And oftentimes when we have not gotten over grief, we will continue to perpetuate it in our mental capabilities, and it will show, it will reign, and it will show everywhere we go. So if we continue to perpetuate that same old, self-pity and self-doubt as such, then that's what it's going to be. Once your family members, your children, or whomever has transitioned over, they are no longer a part of this physical sense of it all. They are here in spirit. And they don't want you to feel trapped in your thoughts. Memories of love. Remember the good things that happen. In my honor, do these vigils in honor of me. Don't forget me, but don't allow that to control who you are as a person. Yeah, the way it happened, the events and everything, trust and believe, and we understand it. But it is all a setup. So this message is to those who are dealing with grief, death of children, of loved ones, as such. It's not a hard process to go through. Grief is never, it's never an easy process. Many people have different ways of grieving, as such, but you don't want to let it get you to where you're not able to meet your full potential. Because as we know, there's always going to be births, there's always going to be death. That's the cycle of life. Deception and envy is what we have here. So the deception is this: many people are envying that transition, like many people who are played with this same old depressive loathing and ooh woo woo, and there's always negative dark energy. This is actually envy. This is the soul wants to join something else and join something new. So that's why you have to rekindle what? You have to rekindle things in your life to bring newness in your life. Bring in bright colors, vibrant colors. Try a new hobby, something that can get your spirits up and elevated. To bring newness in, a new perfume, a new hairdo, a new color, anything that can bring about improvement and building of self and self-esteem is what that is. This is what they want you to know, because the enemy is what? The enemy is very deceptive, and his job or her job is to steal, kill, and destroy. So if everybody is feeling self-pity for one another, and but then how is anything going to get done? How is any productivity is going to be done? So this is the message to those individuals who may be feeling with some sense of grief. There's nothing else can be done for them at this point in time. The best thing we could do is provide closure and some sense of serenity and solace to you. But when it's all said and done, there's nothing more really that can be done. We can assist with personal development and building of the self, character building, and spiritual enlightenment, awareness. Will help with situations that can prevent unforeseen, unfavorable events, such as the loss of a child by means of senseless means. Okay. So card 9, stand your ground. So I feel as though this reading is to someone who has had a child to transition over by way of a senseless death. Something is letting me know that this child has died, as if many children has died by way of a senseless death. So now it's bringing in more information. It may not necessarily be applicable to a baby, but it can go for someone who has lost a baby as well. But this message is targeted to an individual who has lost a child by way of a senseless death, such as I feel as though something is letting me know gunshot inflicted. She and he, because this is to not just one specific person, wants it to be known, provide closure and do the visuals in my honor. But ultimately, I am okay. And I'm here to assist to make sure that you are okay. I was much more than what I ended up being. And because there's no more that this life could provide for me, I have been a call on another higher spiritual assignment that no one will ever. You can't buy this sensibility. It can't be bought. And trust and believe this is not by no means a message to encourage a transition of anybody, but this is a message to provide solace, serenity, and confirmation to the grieving mothers out here in regards to death of a child, particularly by way of violence and senseless deaths. Okay? So the outcome is authority. So they want you to take back your authority. They want you to take back your power. Don't allow this to cripple your power. Do not allow this to make you feel fear. Do not allow this to make you feel trapped as I have trapped in fear. Don't allow Satan to come in and steal your joy, to steal away your everyday luxuries in life, the everyday means and modes in life. Don't allow Satan to do that. So I do feel like this is a relevant reading. I feel like it was a spiritually led reading. I didn't I did not feel as though I was visited, as I mentioned, by a spirit, but a spirit came to mind. So it was basically a thought process that come to mind. So I didn't feel like something is here and guiding. I feel like, you know, this is a message that needs to be conveyed, but I do not feel as though a spirit is here guiding me as I do on 3 out of 10 readings. That's what I'm getting at. So I do feel as though it is a relevant reading. Someone, and not just one person, but many people needed to hear this reading to provide some sense of solace, peace, and rest to you. But they want it to be known that I am fine. My concern is over you and that you're doing well and living well abundantly. There's no more you can do for me. You can only honor my name, pay homage to me, but ultimately, we want you to be productive. We want you to be happy and remain in joy. So I do feel like it was a relevant reading. Many people, again, need to hear this reading. And I thank you for tuning in to this episode of Spiritual Sense. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.